So, today is Friday, and Dave and I have now done the diet for 3 weeks. I feel really good. So much better than when we first started. It's unreal how much better I feel. In fact, last night I was able to work a full day. After that, Dave and I went to a viewing. After that, we actually went out to dinner, and that was kind of fun. And after that, we actually did a little shopping. Now, by the time I got home, I was dead and my feet hurt. But that could have been because I was wearing a little bit of a heel. And I'm sure, you know, being on my feet all day. But considering I did all that yesterday, I'm feeling really great today. I haven't had breakfast yet. I've just had my green tea and my supplements because when we went to Outback, I ate more food than I have ate in a whole day last night, so I'm not really that hungry. I hate to admit this. Yesterday I went to Costco to get some fish for us for some ideas I have for dinner, and they were sampling steamed dumplings. I really blame Jack Black for this, because if he didn't do such an amazing job in Kung Fu Panda and make those steamed dumplings seem like they were the most delectable thing ever created, I would have never tried it. But honestly, that probably was the worst thing that I've ate, as far as it's processed, it's got flour, it's had the meat, it had the vegetables. I'm sure every single thing in that was just full of lectins. It was good, but I did feel guilty after. I feel amazing, and I'm so happy to be getting my life back and being able to enjoy so many things that I haven't in months. Hang in there, prepare. That's the best advice I can give you. Prepare ahead of time. When you're making dinner, make an extra portion so you can have that for lunch. And just plan out your menu. Have everything on hand, because if you don't have it on hand, it's just going to be way too convenient to just say, let's just not eat that today. We'll just skip. Super happy with my results, and I feel amazing.
So we have completed 3 weeks. Hooray! I didn't do any update today because I was real busy this morning. I woke up with a little bit of stomach pain, or gut pain I should say, and a little groggy, I'm not gonna lie. And I didn't sleep very good last night, so I've been kind of tired all day. I did have the, both Jann and I have been doing this. I've had this now for 2 days. And then Jann did it the first time for today. Jerry's still out on that. Today wasn't a good test day just because I'm kind of tired anyway. But I definitely think I can tell a difference just on either one of them, really. Just with I feel more alert. I really do. So that's what I had. And then for breakfast, lunch, I didn't eat any breakfast. For lunch, I had a portobello mushroom pizza again, because that was super easy to make. And what did you have for lunch?
I had a blueberry muffin and a hard-boiled egg. And for dinner, we're actually going to do something a little different. I'm taking the recipe for the baked fried artichoke hearts. I've got the oil, the lemon juice, paprika mixed in here. This is the flour mixture that we coat. And then I just bought from Costco a bag of wild-caught shrimp. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Use a little container to scoop to mix it. Coat it in the flour and then bake it, and I'm going to make tacos. So as toppings for the tacos, I am doing avocado, lettuce, and then we'll have a little bit of goat cheese. That's the cheddar that they found at the natural grocers. So I've got this all pretty well coated.
Looks like macaroni and cheese.
It totally does. And it's still a little frozen, that's why you can kind of hear it.
I wonder if that's going to be enough of that flour stuff.
We'll see. rather than putting the oil on the pan like I suggested, we're just using the liner.
Seems to work better.
Yeah, we like that a little better. Okay.
What do you do?
Put some air in this so that we can get everything really nice and coated. I'm not sure on the bake time. I know on the artichoke it's 400 for about like 25 minutes.
Just gonna have to guess with the shrimp.
But with the shrimp, because it's not obviously not going to be that long.
Plus it's frozen, so you never know.
Yeah. Okay. Should we take and dump that out?
You could probably just put that in a frying pan even.
Yeah. Yeah, either way I think would be great.
Doesn't look like it really coated it.
Not really, but
Probably should put more flour and stuff in there maybe.
yeah, and this is I measured this out, it is 1 pound of shrimp. I did increase the recipe a little bit. Instead of putting a fourth a cup of flour, I put a third. It is the almond flour that I decided to use just because we can find a bigger source of that a little more easily. We found that at Sam's Club. So I ended up cooking the shrimp for 20 minutes. And now I'm just assembling my taco.
No hot sauce?
No hot sauce, just lettuce, avocado, and then I'm going to do a squeeze of lime.
For the record, I don't eat shrimp, so I don't know if I like this or not.
Dave is missing out. And of course the shell is the cassava, made out of the cassava flour.
Did you just eat a little shrimp?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
It was amazing. I'm way excited to eat this. Something different and easy to make.
Look how excited Luna is for you.
Luna is way more excited than I am. Really good. Like amazing. And that lime. I'm a huge lime fan. That lime, is just hitting it.
Alright, I'm not a shrimp eater. Not a big fan of limes, but I'll try it. So we can get the true taste test. Are the shrimp cooked enough? The shrimp are cooked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's my taco. I added a little of the not mozzarella cheese, the cheddar cheese. Guess I'll just eat it right here. Okay, here we go.
Recording?
Do I look excited? Because I'm not.
You're a baby.
I am. If you say it's amazing, I'll try it.
Oh, it's amazing. Like I'm going for 2. It was so good. And let it be known that I actually have never made really any sort of seafood. I've never made shrimp tacos before because of Dave's loathing of seafood. Salmon and tilapia were about as far as we got.
It's actually good. I
You
can't
like
even
it?
tell it's shrimp.
So good,
Thumbs
huh?
up. I'm actually surprised. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like loaded full of flavor. It might
Oh, it's
have a
amazing.
slight shrimp salad taste to it, but yeah, it's actually surprisingly good, so I'm shocked. So this should tell you how actually tasty those are. I'm making another one. And I honestly wasn't planning on eating them at all, so they're pretty doggone tasty. So one thing I was going to say, I was just telling Jann, is that the kind of crazy thing about this diet, and I've probably said this some other times before, is that we have been eating so much new food that's tasty.
Very good. Oh, especially this. Recommend it.
Like, I mean, I definitely still miss some of the foods that I used to eat, but it's not like every meal I'm going, oh, why am I eating this crap health food? Every single meal I eat, I'm like, oh, wow, another good meal. I just don't eat yucky food on this diet. That's what's just crazy to me. everything has been tasty. I think there's maybe been like one thing that I didn't really care for, and that was that arugula salad.
Oh, that was horrible.
But other than that, everything else was pretty darn good. So that's the crazy thing, is we're getting to try. It's almost like we went on this adventure to try new foods. It doesn't feel like it's a diet. It feels like, hey, let's try some fancier or different foods, fancy cheeses and stuff. Let's become food snobs and see how it feels.
Well, and the cool thing is I haven't found that I've been hungry at all. I felt very satisfied in my food. Honestly, I would have been good just eating one. Oh, but it was so good. I had to eat two.
And you're right. The lime really does add to it, and it,
Well, lime's amazing.
So.
On my second one, I did put a couple shreds of the goat cheddar cheese. I liked it just as well without. I'm not a big cheese person. I've never really.
But don't you think that goat cheddar cheese tastes just like regular?
Oh yeah,
in fact, like a good cheddar cheese.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just making up a couple of these for lunch. So
It's just expensive. That's the only downside. So as I'm making these, we were talking about how much they cost, because we made the grass-fed beef tacos last week, and that's expensive ground beef. It was expensive for a pound. It was like $10 for a pound. So this stuff, you bought it where? Costco?
Costco, yep.
Wild caught. Not only are they as good as the beef tacos, I mean, totally different taste, but they're cheaper, quite a bit cheaper. So about half the price, and arguably more healthy. So there's that. Decided to eat taco number 2 outside because look how nice it is out. I mean, holy cow. And I love the heat, so even though it's like 98, 99 degrees, I love it. So I don't even know how hot it is. It just feels nice out here. Anyway, I wanted to say, the one thing I forgot to say is my gut has still been bothering me all day. I feel a little bit like I have a spiked ball in there. So, kind of like bleh most of today. But otherwise, I feel pretty good. I mean, it hasn't been bothering me significantly, and my gut is super calm compared to how it has been the last 3 days. So it hasn't been making a lot of noise and bloating and gurgling, so that's good. I just have that sort of, it's the best way I can describe it, is like a spiked ball feeling. So I still got a ways to go before my gut is healed.